So, Weather Geeks and Dweebs, it is Friday evening, and let's do a fairly brief weather for Weather Geeks this evening with lots of improvement coming our way for the weekend, but it is a day today not fit for man nor beast. Pretty tough conditions out there today with the wind chills mostly below zero. And as you'll see on this time-lapse from across from Southern Park Mall in Boardman, roads got a little bit dicey here and there in kind of a narrow corridor. For a time this afternoon. The 224 corridor, the 422 corridor, parts of the I-80 corridor in particular susceptible to these snow showers earlier on this afternoon. I'm a little skeptical of the climate report issued for the Youngstown Warren Airport today featuring 0 or a trace worth of snow. I think there was more than that. I think that was an error in the report, I suspect anyway. We'll find out when the final climate report for the calendar day comes out later on tonight. But that 24, of course, for the high today, that was just after midnight. We spent most of the day in the lower teens with wind chills mostly between 0 and 5 below. All right, so the wind down phase with our flurries and snow showers began a couple of hours ago. Not much more than a stray snowflake from here on out. Actually, today's snowflakes, not only the last we'll see for the next couple of days, probably the last we're going to see for at least a week. And while the wind chill is no fun, it's a 1 below 0 in the 7 o'clock hour at the airport, look out to the east. 30 below Watertown, New York, 40 below Burlington, Vermont, Bangor, Maine, 43 below 0, Mount Washington in New Hampshire. That's about 6,200 feet in elevation, but there are humans up there. There are researchers and meteorologists and scientists up there. That's an official weather station. It's 6,200 feet. It's one of the most extreme places on Earth when it comes to observable weather, and a wind chill of minus 100 was observed this afternoon on top of Mount Washington, about 6,200 feet. All right, air temperatures tonight. You know, it's a little bit of a tricky forecast. The sky's pretty clear in parts of the area right now. I think there'll be a veil of high clouds that filters in, and that will prevent temperatures from cratering in most spots tonight. But in places that hold on to the clear sky a little longer, you might flirt with 1, 2, 3 degrees in some sheltered valleys before the night is through. On average, though, we'll wake up tomorrow morning around 7 or 8 in Mahoning and Trumbull counties. Same idea over in Mercer. Again, maybe a 2 or 3 or 4 degree reading, depending on how clear the sky stays. I don't think the wind goes totally calm in a lot of places tonight either. So the wind not going calm and a veil of high clouds filtering in, again, prevents it from getting even colder. Down in Columbiana County, again, especially maybe in the central and southeastern part of the county where you get into some hilly terrain and you get some sheltered valleys, sheltered from the wind. If the sky stays clear enough long enough, you might see some pretty skinny numbers before tonight is through. But big turnaround. As fast as this cold air came in today, it's going to get kicked out of here just as fast over the weekend. We'll start with a few clouds and temperatures in the single digits tomorrow morning, but then we're right back into the upper 20s and lower 30s with bright sunshine for the afternoon. And while Sunday will be a cloudier day than tomorrow, it's still going to be a March preview with temperatures getting into the 40s. Gusty breeze. Next cold front comes through with little fanfare Sunday night. Maybe a rain or a snow shower with that, and clouds should break for some sunshine on Monday. So, weekend forecast summed up like this: 32 Saturday, and then temperatures will bottom out briefly Saturday evening and then start rising again later at night. We'll probably wake up Sunday morning around 36 or 37 degrees in a lot of places. A far cry from where we'll wake up Saturday morning, and then Sunday afternoon, middle 40s, and we only get down to about 31 Sunday night. And if you've been paying attention to forecasts over the last few days, this sequence is not going to come as a surprise. We're going to do a real prolonged March-like stretch next week and probably into the following week as well. Some of the modeling would suggest that we start introducing some colder air back into the pattern in the eastern U.S. maybe during the last week or so of February, but until at least maybe the 20th or 21st. And I mean, that's like 17, 18 days from now. We're going to have a long stretch where true winter weather is going to be hard to come by. And as I've kind of opined in the last couple of videos, I am concerned that we're going to do March in February and February in March this year. In other words, kind of a flip-flop where March might end up being quite a bit colder than February. We've done that a couple of times in the last decade. It's not unheard of around here, but it doesn't make too many people happy. You want things to start turning around in March and spring to be in the air, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. And my gut feeling is that's going to be what we're going to be dealing with in March this year. Hope you and yours have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday for a fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. See you then.